Hi everyone, Rich of Review Tech USA here, and DKOldies and Joey need your positive reviews. Because no one's really giving them. But there are people actually defending DKOldies and think that people like Jacob R and I are lying about this. That like we're going out of our way to put a console in a box, say it's from DKOldies, but no, we didn't order it. We're just trying to slander them because I don't like Joey's hair. Or we're just telling the truth. And why do people defend companies? Why? I don't know. But then people defended the Amico and Tommy Tellerico and the console didn't exist yet. Let's get into the news. Let's go. Skip it up and that up. So yes, I have become Review DKOldies USA because they just don't stop. I don't know if this is like 4D chess that's part of their marketing. I don't know if they are just so used to people not paying attention that they think they could just steamroll through all of this drama where they say that they refurbish consoles and they don't. And they're like, we'll just block and ignore people and make it like business as usual. Or maybe it's a mixture of both. Maybe it's like, hey, it's free real estate because people are talking about us and we'll just block anyone that says anything negative to us or criticizes us at all. Especially, you want DKOldies to block you? At them on Twitter and show the dumpster fire meme with their logo in it. That will be an instant ban by them. Like, Joey will do a backflip out of his chair and click block on your Twitter account. Oh, Joey. Is DKOldies a scam? Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
So, what are we talking about today? Well, Jacob R yesterday, shout out to him. I'll have a link to this video below in the description. Go check it out. He has an awesome channel. He does tech reviews and, well, yeah, I actually started doing more tech reviews now and stuff like I do, except he doesn't have shticks and gimmicks like birds. So, if you don't like gimmicks and you like men with facial hair, I would suggest subscribing to Jacob R. Well, anyway, DKOldies is really trying to damage control. And I'm not just talking about blocking people. They've already done that 50 times over by now. But they're like, hey, look at all these good reviews. Look at all of this. Look at all and then they put out a video saying they refurbished their consoles. Someone asked them if they refurbished all of their consoles. And they said, yes, we refurbish all of our consoles. Have you seen my videos? Have you seen Jacob R's videos? They ain't refurbishing them. They're not even opening them. They're not even like cleaning the outside. There's dust on the outside of the consoles. Like, it's like, oh wow, I just got this refurbished Game Boy from DKOldies. Oh look at that layer of dust. I'm totally sure that they opened it up and recapped it and actually, refurbished the console. Said not a soul with common sense ever. Well, the other banger about them, we're gonna do some commentary here. This is gonna be a long video. Buckle up. Me. DKOldies seems to have a communication problem and a policy problem, meaning that they don't even know what their own damn policies are. One day they'll tell you one thing, the next day they'll tell you another thing. And the reason why I think this is because they've never been put to task before. No one's ever questioned the sticker on the bottom of the console if it actually voids the warranty, because people, their general audience or their general consumer isn't looking that deep into the products they buy. No one's opened up the consoles to see that they're not really refurbishing them. No one's done any of this. So I also think they're kind of flustered right now. Like, wait, people are actually saying that we're pulling a scam? I thought no one knew we were. Like, what do we do? Is it against our policy to get rid of this sticker, or is it not against our policy? Is this console cleaned, or was it not clean? Chances are it weren't. Well, Jacob R is going to talk about this right now. Remember that they told him in an email, we saw this in a previous video that I talked about Jacob R, that if you remove the sticker from their consoles, okay, that it voids the warranty, which is amazing to me that they have the balls to do that, especially in the States. That's now something that's a no-no. You can't, in other countries, the sticker still counts, but in the States, the sticker means nothing. You could open up the console and the company legally is obligated to still give you a warranty. That does not void a warranty in the States anymore. But check this out from Jacob R.
And to continue on the whole communication thing, another thing that I've seen a lot of stuff in the past that shows that communication is not there, but something I've seen recently is the whole warranty thing. So in my last video, I talked about the fact that I sent them this email. They replied back and said they were kind of reluctant to send the PS3 since I had opened it up, and there's been a lot of people talking on YouTube how it's basically you can't put the warranty seal on the PS3 or any console for that matter. And essentially the emails they sent back to me said, usually we don't send replacements for somebody that's opened up a console because it avoids the warranty. And then people on YouTube were like, yeah, that doesn't actually void the warranty.
In the States anyway, everyone's right. But then check out this banger. Same company. Watch what they say now.
I'll show the screenshot on the screen. Somebody else sent me this photo of them sending an email to DKOldies and asking about their warranty, saying if we open it up, is it voiding the warranty? And this person says, no, it's not. So there's like conflicting information there. Both of these emails were within like...
They said there that, yeah, it's discouraged, but it doesn't void the warranty. Obviously, for various reasons. These are old retro consoles. Okay, you're not Sony, you're not Microsoft, you're not Nintendo. And secondly, in the States, that sticker means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And you know what's screwed up? Okay, they know this. They know this. They just know that most people see that sticker. Okay, why am I clapping like a seal? They see a sticker and they're like, oh, if I take that sticker off, it voids the warranty. I better not open this up. And they know that. And it's this whole thing where I've talked about this before. It seems to the customer, oh, there's a sticker. They obviously refurbished it. That means that they could jack up the prices because DKOldies could say we're refurbishing the console, and then they turn around and give you a year warranty so people feel comfortable so they don't question the fact that they aren't refurbished. DKOldies gets to sell ridiculous crap like a Game Boy like this way overpriced because they say they're refurbishing it and putting the man hours to make it in better working condition, and they're not doing that, but they're putting a sticker of lies. That's actually I like that name. It is a sticker of lies to keep people out, and then they shut them up with a year warranty, and DKOldies gets to profit. Why do you think they don't want to address any of this and want to ignore it and make it like Jacob R and I don't exist? That's why. They want to keep the gravy train going, and we are forcing them to stop the gravy train. Jacob R and I are like, nope, we are going to stop this train with our bare hands. I'll also bring my nipples too because they're powerful.
And there's just so much conflicting information that we don't know what's actually going on there and like what their actual policies are, what they're actually doing. I don't know, just pretty questionable. And some more food for thought. You guys probably remember a few weeks ago when they made that video about how they refurbish consoles, and in that video they were replying to a lot of comments saying that they do indeed open up and clean all of their consoles.
Yeah, I was just talking about this. This was a scenario where something needed to be repaired. Are consoles taken apart and cleaned if no repairs are needed? Here is the answer. Here is the answer that I was looking for. I may have put this in a video before. If not, I apologize. Look at their reply. The check mark, it's DKOldies. It's not a troll account. Yes, all consoles are opened and cleaned. How many? And look, here's something else too. Oh no, I'll show that to you later. But the three of them I had so far, were any of them opened and cleaned? No. Like, they don't care. They're not even attempting to not lie. They're just, I think that's a double negative I did right there, but you get my point. They're just like, yeah, man, we're just going to we clean everything. We'll clean your birds. We'll clean your TRDR pocket. We have a TRDR pocket. Soldier Boy came into our store and had a salad with Joey. And we refurbished a TRDR pocket. If it goes to DKOldies, it's refurbished. They're going to refurbish my screwdriver. They're going to refurbish Ricardo, the instant regret bird. I almost forgot your name. I haven't said it in months. You bring it to DKOldies, they'll refurbish it. Or they won't refurbish anything.
Now, the replacement PS3 I got, I guess, so one thought I had.
Oh, yeah. So, Jacob R sent back his PlayStation. He wanted a replacement, okay? Because it was so damn dirty. It was like yellow caked dust. I'm sure Jay will have a picture up here. It was brutal. So he was like, yo, can I get this returned and get it replaced? The one they sent out to him was slightly better, but they didn't refurbish it. The thermal paste was the same thermal paste on that fat PS3 from 2006. There was dust all over the inside. Imagine knowing that you're a company, okay? And imagine knowing that a console is going to go to a YouTuber. Like, even this video talking about the news of DKOldies has 110,000 views. Now, you would think You would want to start some redemption arc. Like, look, this PS3, we've made mistakes before, but this PS3 we're going to send you as clean. No. They just still send him out junk, and like, you know he's going to make a video on it. I don't get it, but here we go.
Here is that they maybe change their policy, that as soon as they published this video, they decided that, yeah, we'll open up and clean the consoles now. I thought maybe they changed their policy, and before they weren't, and they didn't make that clear, but that's what one of my thoughts was. And to test that theory, I got this replacement PS3, which, by the way, the email about the replacement PS3 was after the refurbished video. So if that was a new policy, that policy should be in effect. So that means I should have gotten to open.
Yeah, so what he's saying there, they made that, again, hopefully there'll be B-roll here. They made that DKOldies refurbishes their consoles after he made his videos showing that they don't. After I've made my videos showing numerous times that they don't. He's actually made more videos than me showing their consoles and how they're all in crap condition. After all that, then DKOldies, instead of addressing it and holding themselves accountable, just puts out a video saying, hey, we refurbished our consoles. Watch us refurbish a Wii. And use a magic eraser on the shiny Wii Surface. Because that won't look scratched up at all. So that video came out after his initial unboxings and teardowns showing that they do not, DKOldies I should say, does not refurbish their consoles. And then they come out saying we refurbished our consoles. Jacob R gets his replacement PS3 after that, and they still didn't refurbish it. They still didn't refurbish it because they don't really care. They're lying. That's just fluff pieces to put out there for the average consumer that's never going to open these consoles, who just wants a nostalgia rush. And that's it. They're going to take it home. If it works, they're never going to look inside and see if there's 5 pounds of cat hair and dust in there. And oh, I got a year warranty. And oh, look, there's a scary sticker. I can't open this.
And this is not even the beginning. I have a few other points to talk about that are very interesting. Now, something DKOldies started doing, I guess last week, they started making these videos where they take somebody's positive review on YouTube of their products, they kind of stitch it into DKOldies' video and say, thanks for leaving us a good review.
Yeah, so I noticed this too, and Jacob R is talking about it here, how they're really, it kind of started just happening where they're really like, hey, if you post a good review, we may feature you in a video, or Joey will send you out a free thing of thermal paste and throw it in with your N64 player pack. Here, and this thermal paste is just for you. Thanks, Bob, for buying my not really refurbished N64. The reason they're doing this is because they're trying to push these shorts, or whether it's YouTube videos, up in the algorithm to push down our stuff, and people are like, well, yeah, wow, these people seem like happy customers. That DKOldies is cherry picking which customers to show you. Of course, they're going to show you the people that are happy. Do you think Joey's going to show my videos and be like, hey, look, here's Richard Review Tech USA. His Xbox was broken out of the box. It didn't even really read discs. It had swollen capacitors in it. His PS2 had a broken AV port. It did output video, but it was still broken. And that wasn't refurbished either. The NES was missing screws, and it was a complete mess. The controller didn't work there. Do you think they're going to show those testimonials? I'll wait. Hold your breath. Oh, wait, they're not going to. Don't hold your breath because you'll pass out. That wouldn't be good because they're not going to show my videos. You would be passed out, and you would not get oxygen.
We might show your video here. We might send you some free stuff. So they're kind of baiting good reviews, which is like, that's, every business wants good reviews. So
no, I Jacob, this is where I somewhat disagree with you. That is like, it's weird because as a reviewer, a lot of times you get to keep the product. I've still not recommended things. It doesn't matter to me. But when it's just a customer buying something and you're like, hey, we'll give you extra free swag if you say how great we are, it hits different. It's not the same. It's like, hey, you bought something, say something positive, we'll give you another game or something too, so then they could flip around. DKOldies brings in the views, you got to give them that, and they'll see that person's canned review where they're being incentivized to give a good review because they'll get extra free shit, and then a whole bunch of people see it and like, oh, that guy's happy with his stuff, or she's happy with her stuff. I guess all these YouTubers, like, are they actually telling the truth? We'll get more into that too. There's some interesting stuff on Jacob R's Facebook feed that I have to show you.
I can't blame them. It's just like the timing of that is impeccable. Like the fact that we've seen all these bad reviews from me, Rich from Review Tech USA, anybody else who's buying console from them, and realizing that they're not actually.
Yes, he brought up a point I almost forgot to bring up. What a coincidence. They weren't really doing this before. All of a sudden now, people are exposing them and realizing that they're not doing what they say they're doing, like refurbishing consoles. And all of a sudden, hey, please, give us a good review and we'll send you free crap. Please, Joey will send you nudes. He'll send you as many nudes as you want. My point being is that the timing is like, oh wow, all of these YouTubers are catching on. Now all of a sudden you're incentivizing the customers to give you good reviews and you're giving them free stuff in return. It must be another coincidence. It's just a total coincidence that the 3, soon to be 4, we'll see, maybe this new console I got from them will surprise me. It just so happens that the 3 consoles I got that were from DKOldies were all not refurbished, and all of the consoles that Jacob R got were all not refurbished. It's just, we're just hating on DKOldies for reasons. So look, all these people are happy, except they're probably just happy because they're getting free stuff. And I'm also sure, too, that DKOldies is like, all right, we're going to get this guy on video. We're going to make him happy. Here, send him. We want a positive review from him. This isn't like, just make it so it looks good on the surface and then so he's happy so we could use his review to damage control.
Tribe Wolf on TikTok found his original video, which, by the way, it's like 4 minutes long. There's some other funny bits in there. Again, I think there's nothing wrong with what this guy is posting. But it was funny how DKOldies left out the part where he unboxed the third-party controller, the Wii remote.
Yeah, so this Tribe Wolf guy, whatever with the copy of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, maybe they just sent him one and he didn't know and he just so happened to get one the day before. That is another strange coincidence, but I'll put that as a non-issue to the side. But it's interesting. He got a Wii, and they didn't show the fact that he got a third-party controller, which is adorable. Love that they did that.
You can see it right here. He bought Majora's Mask from some local shop, and DKOldies sent him a free copy. So I don't know what he did with the other copy. He probably sold it or something. I don't know. All right, you know what, guys? This is getting even deeper and weirder. So I actually filmed this portion of the video yesterday. And so this guy had a video, like I mentioned, he had a video where he actually bought Majora's Mask from a local GameStop wherever he lives, and then conveniently DKOldies sent him a brand new copy, or not a brand new copy, sorry. They sent him a free copy a few days later, and I just thought it was kind of funny that they sent him the same game. I guess they didn't watch his TikTok, but then I go back to his TikTok page, and that video is now gone. I'm probably reading into it too much, but I don't know why it's just all of a sudden gone, but I actually have a screen recording here that I took yesterday, and you can see his video here where he did indeed go to a local game shop and bought Majora's Mask.
Wait a second. Hold on. All right, now this got weirder. I must have skipped this part in Jacob R's video. I've watched this like 10 times, too. How did I miss this? Must have been paying attention to something else. My kids are here for the week. So he had a video where he picked up Majora's Mask before he got his DKOldies order. But he got the DKOldies order. Now that video is gone. I don't know how that is bizarre. I'm not really sure what's up, but that doesn't make any sense. There's something suspect there. This isn't just a happy customer. There's something else going on with this dude, which knowing DKOldies will figure out in about 48 to 72 hours. Let's continue. Everything with them, everything just comes out in the open with them because they suck at hiding their blatant ripoff nonsense and stupidity.
Then a few days later, DKOldies gave him a free copy. I'm probably reading into it too much, but it's just an odd situation.
What if he got paid by DKOldies, allegedly? This is speculation. And they gave him money to put out a good review. I don't know if they did this. This is speculation. I have nothing to back it up. And I wonder if there's some way that you could see if it's the same copy. I wonder if there's even some light scratches on there. If you match them up, I didn't see anything. But interesting. I wonder if that's the same copy of Majora's Mask that he took out of the box. And he's like, oh crap, people may catch on to that. and he maybe allegedly is in cahoots with DKOldies. I'm overthinking this right now, I know, but that is weird. Why would, so what? You got an extra copy of DKOldies. Why would you take down the video unless there was something you didn't want people to see? I know I'm being very pessimistic and I'm probably looking into this too much, but I've been doing this for so long that I know how to read the room. And this makes me raise an eyebrow. But let's continue. This video is going to be 6 hours long.
But let's move on to the next weird thing I saw. All right, so just today they posted this video, and I'll play it for you so you can see it.
And I'm going to show you how we open it. Right, I got an Xbox System Player Pack, and I used the coupon Retro Forever. That's right, first of many orders, new fan, loving what you guys do. Now that's what I call a beauty.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. My Xbox I got from DKOldies. Remember I said if this is maybe a good sign because the outside looked okay? Then the power button didn't work properly. You had to turn it on by ejecting the disk drive. That's the way you could power on the console. It didn't read disks properly 90% of the time. Caps were swollen inside. So, oh yeah, it's clean on the outside. Great. But the inside, like I could tell you, like my Xbox, could be complete hell in there. With caps about to leak.
Alright, so there's a few things in this video. I did a little bit of digging.
Yeah, where's that clean? They didn't clean any. They didn't even clean. This is exterior. This is like, I think I've used the same cloth in another video. This is like, look, I'm going to refurbish a bird and send it to you. I at least wiped the... They didn't even take the time to wipe around the Xbox logo with the microfiber cloth! With a microfiber cloth, it takes 2 seconds. Joey, what are you doing? What are you doing? And you expect me not to talk about this? Come on. Oh, man. Is Tickle Television running friggin' DKOldies?
Found her original video, and first of all, there's nothing wrong with her video. Her video's fine. She unboxes it, whatever, on camera. Nothing wrong with her video. But the way DKOldies frames it is weird. Now, first of all, the first thing I noticed is that this video, I looking around the Xbox logo at the end, do you guys see that dust too? Like the kind of, I wouldn't say caked, but there's a somewhat of an excessive amount of dust.
Now, here's the other bizarre thing. This just, again, actions speak louder than words. All right, they want to show positive reviews. Every company does that. They're doing it in a somewhat sketchy way. No, they're doing it in a full sketchy way. But that's no big deal. Fine, kind of. But where it gets really suspect, that these are older reviews that now, hey, we're going to re-upload them or push them out now. So because people can see that we're actually a good company. We're just conveniently putting out these older positive reviews so everyone sees them now because we're getting roasted to hell for not doing what we promise on YouTube and other social media platforms. Boy, is that convenient. Here, listen to what Jacob R has to say here.
And the other part that's interesting is going back to her video. This video she posted was on August 19th, 2022. So they are digging up reviews from 6 months ago to post on their YouTube channel. I don't know, a bit sketchy if it took them, they had to go back 6 months to...
Yeah, because they weren't dealing with people exposing the truth. So now they're in full damage control mode and they are scrounging anything positive together to repost on YouTube and other social media platforms to try to suppress the truth that we're putting out there. I know that sounds, suppress the truth. God, I sound like Alex Jones in like 2012. But it's true, though. Here is a company saying that they're refurbishing stuff. They're not. And instead of holding themselves accountable, like I said before, they're like, nah, here, block everybody. Here's a bunch of old positive reviews. We'll repost them on YouTube. The algorithm will pick them up. We get a bunch of views. Everyone will ignore all the videos from Richard Review Tech USA and Jacob R and everyone else who's making videos as well. This will make sure no one sees them. Thanks, Joey. Mwah.
A little bit odd. And the whole situation is weird with these videos they're making where they're encouraging people to buy orders and make good reviews. I see why they're doing it. The whole situation is weird, though. The timing is weird, as we know. This is only happening after they've had a lot of bad press because people are buying their consoles and opening them up and finding out that they're not actually refurbished, which is the whole issue. People have talked about the price for ages, but nobody's really talked about the refurbished and stuff until the last couple months, until we realized they're not actually refurbished. So yeah, just a lot of sketchy stuff going on, and it's something new every week. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is fake videos. So I've had a concerning number of people think that my videos on the DKOldies situation are fake, that Review Tech USA's videos are...
Yeah, we may watch this guy's video, Boomer Sauce, on a live stream. That's why you should follow me on my 2 live stream channels. One is on YouTube called RTU Streams, and one is on Twitch called RTU Streams. Link below in the description. I have a feeling this guy may be a troll. However, we're going to get into some other bangers here. Jacob R uploaded his really dirty PS3 video to his Facebook page. People are defending DKOldies there and saying that we're liars, but we'll get into that in a minute.
You know, do you know how weird it would be for all of a sudden just a ton of YouTubers to be unboxing their consoles and faking videos? Like, first of all, my videos.
First off, I would get sued into an oblivion and lose my house. Like, why would I make it up about them? DKOldies, you could file a lawsuit against me if you want to. If you think that, yes, if you think that I am just going and getting a broken PS2 from eBay, repacking it, and saying I'm getting it from DKOldies, my fat ass will get a nice 3-piece suit, and I'll see you in court. Am I lying? If I was lying, you could easily do that. You could steamroll over me. It's funny that they just blocked me and haven't done that. I haven't received a knock on my door with any papers. Oh, because we're not lying. But there are idiots out there, which we've learned from the Intellivision Amico, who will blindly follow any company for whatever reason and defend them to the very last breath. And beyond this guy's possible troll video, which we will watch in a live stream, there are people on Facebook that truly believe that Jacob R and I are just making all of this up. For whatever damn reason.
This really leads me into other stuff about the whole fake video thing. So I've seen a lot of comments where people were like, oh, you took that dust from your basement.
That's the end of what we're watching in Jacob R's video. But if you go to his Facebook page, which I'm going to do now, I think, maybe, if Dropbox lets me. We are on Jacob R's Facebook page, and he posted his terribly refurbished, it wasn't refurbished at all, PlayStation 3. And there's a lot of people white knighting for DKOldies. If you don't believe me, obviously names are going to have to be blurred out. Just go to his page. If you think I'm lying about these comments, go to his page. Anyway, so you're seeing the horribly refurbished PS3 that Jacob's showing. And here we go. You bought a cosmetically flawed console with a third-party controller. You knew what you bought. Why are you ripping on them for providing exactly what you paid for? You're an idiot. They said they refurbished it. I don't even think Jacob would, if they refurbished the console, well, actually, he probably would have made the video and been like, wow, I'm impressed they refurbished the console. But if it was clean inside and he got a third-party controller, he would have been like, all right, the console's in great shape, but I'm not happy with the third-party controller. It's a backwards compatible PS3. The controller should work with PS2 games. This controller is not. Like, he didn't get what he paid for. He didn't get refurbished. He got a crappy third-party controller. What are you talking about? Why are you defending a company that doesn't even know you exist? This guy writes, I would believe if I was able to see the package open from the beginning, fake reviews. Yes, again, we're going to ruin our credibility and ruin our careers and everything to go after a company that before 2023 I've never even heard of. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lie about them. They could sue me into an oblivion. And hey, you know, at least I got a couple views. Shut up. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're not bright. And it continues. Like, this isn't trolling. This is amazing. I mean, I want to see a receipt, which I've at least showed that I've purchased them. I mean, I want to see a receipt showing you bought it from them. Because I'll give it to you if you bought that from DKOldies and it was just dirty, then that's their mistake. But just, why can't grammar? Learn grammar. And it was dirty, then it's their mistake. But just titling a video that says from DKOldies proves nothing. Also, if they sent you a third-party controller, more than likely they didn't have a Sony PS3 controllers in stock, or they keep them for other specific bundles or individual sales. You realize how expensive the backwards compatible, even the 80 gigabyte backwards compatible PlayStation 3s are, right? They really couldn't throw in a like how these defense. Maybe it's someone from DKOldies. I wouldn't be surprised if they have like sock accounts that they keep around on different platforms to make to kind of, they're damage controlling in other ways. You don't think they would make fake accounts to try to make themselves look good? Of course they would. Could it Am I saying it is? No. Of course, there's a very good chance it's a real person that isn't very bright. But it could also be sock accounts trying to damage control too. I've seen other companies do it. He has another comment here to end the video with this. They list items as flawed or not. This guy bought a flawed one and is complaining about it. No, they still say they refurbished them. Look, I know you could look at a glossy fat PlayStation 3 and get scratches on it. I don't care if they actually refurbish the inside, and I'm sure Jacob R is the same way. He may have actually said it in his video. I don't care if the outside of the PS3 looks like someone sanded the whole thing with sandpaper, okay? If the internals, if they repasted it, if it was clean, if there was any caps that looked like they were bloated or about to leak, they replaced them. Who cares the outside of the PS3? If the disc drive was working too, it's very important. If the disc drive, the Blu-ray drive was working fine, they cleaned the laser, they tested it. I don't care that the PS3 looks scratched up and scuffed up to hell. It would be nice if it didn't, but especially the fat PS3s. Like I said, you could glance at them and get scratches. But he's not complaining about the fact it's scratch. He's complaining about the fact they didn't repaste it. They did nothing else to it. And they said they refurbished it on the damn website. And they say, you saw the comment that they refurbish all of their consoles. Not they refurbish some, they refurbish occasionally. They refurbish all of their consoles. How are people this dumb? Okay, we'll end this here. This video is going to be 7 hours long. My editor's going to have to, go into the witness protection program to edit this thing and get it out today. They're a very unethical company. They're a very unethical company. And instead of addressing the issues, they're just putting out lies. And unfortunately, people are buying into it, as you're seeing from the Facebook comments. That's why, we're doing this. Yeah, okay, I like the viewership from it. I've never hid that. But as they continue to try to suppress instead of address what they're doing as completely unethical, I'm here to keep exposing them. And so is Jacob R. And we're going to continue to do it so long as they don't do what they're supposed to do and keep lying to the consumer and saying they're fixing up consoles, charging an insane price when they're not. So keep going, DKOldies, because we're going to keep going too. Shout out to Jacob R for getting all this information together. Awesome video. Check it out. Link below in the description. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. And one more thing. Are you ready? Hi, Joey, and everyone else at DKOldies. I got an N64 in this box. I'm going to be making a video on it, or at least filming it in a few days. Expect the video next week. Let's see if this is refurbished. I wonder if it is. Bet you it's cleaned inside and out. Right, Joey? Have a good one.